Hello and welcome back to Jack's FSX videos and to the last episode of the Just Flight series. So it's the Boeing 747-200/300 today from Just Flight, and I've chosen the British Airways livery for this episode, for this 10th and final episode of the series. The reason I'm ending the series is simply because I'm not in partnership with Just Flight anymore, so I won't be getting any more aircraft from them, so it's harder to carry on a series if I'm buying the aircraft myself, because obviously that's spending quite a lot of money to release maybe one or two episodes a month. 2 or 3 episodes a month. So that would just be spending quite a lot of money. So that's it really, the series is ending. So onto the review part of this episode. So starting off with the engines, very good engine sounds, all around really. There's nothing that I've heard that doesn't sound great. It's very authentic, and I think it's said that they are recorded from real sounds, and they sort of change a little bit the tone of them, even while you're just facing the same direction, even when you're not going back. So obviously it's 4 engines on this aircraft. Then on to screen texture, probably average, I'll rate it. Worse than the Just Flight episodes in the last couple of episodes, Just Flight aircraft in the last couple of episodes, because like you can see here where it says British Airways, that's really blurry. That red box where it says cut here in emergency, that's really blurry. I wouldn't be able to read that, I don't think, unless I already knew what it said. And the windows, they're not very good either. Actually, the windows aren't that great at all, because usually now with like aircraft that come out, you're able to actually look into the cockpit and at least see some sort of seating, if not people. So that's not very good there. It's the same for the wing, really, not that great. The good thing that I really do like about this aircraft though is the authenticity of it, just how it looks sort of worn, and it's been like in service for years and stuff. It's not like brand new, everything's clean and everything. It is definitely got that authentic look to it, some worn areas, like for example where I'm just going now up to the tail fin. The logo, the British Airways logo, looks very worn there. It's not like that. It is got that sort of faded look on it, like that white sort of shine. It's meant to have that, but definitely not to that extent, and in those areas where it wouldn't normally be. And you can just like look down the aircraft there. The bolts are also, that's really good, like how they've put so many in and all in the right places and going all the way down the aircraft and things like that. So if we're just coming up to the logo here, you can see it again, not that clear, bit blurry, but very worn, which is what I'm saying about the authenticity. And then you've got some bolts there, some like square bolts that are again then in high resolution. Flaps come down fine, very smoothly, and they also come down quite fast in this aircraft. I think that's just how the 747-200/300 is. This is the 200, by the way, and the spoilers come up there with a lot of detail inside, underneath the flaps and spoilers and everything like that. Gears are very highly detailed, and actually have a good texture resolution compared to the rest of the aircraft. Like you can see there in between the wheels, in between the gears, there's a lot of detail in there, with like components and the configuration and different parts like that. Even just like inside the wheel itself, like on the inside rim of the tyre, you can see it's got a lot of detail in there, even though you wouldn't see that really unless you're under here like this. So it's really good detail on the gears. Same for the front one, really. Really good detail, and with high resolution, like I was saying, compared to the rest of the aircraft that's sort of average. But then if you're looking at a view like this, it does actually look alright. I think it just depends on the angle. For example, like if you're looking from like rear view of the British Airways, it actually doesn't look, it does look a little bit blurry. I think it does anyway, like from this angle for example. Anyway, takeoff is fine. It's got good wing flex, which I like, good animation on the wing flex. The gears come up quite slowly, but again I think that's just a real life thing, that's just how they are. I'm pretty sure they are anyway. Yeah, so takeoff was fine, the controls are fine. You do have to set your pitch trim though right before takeoff, otherwise you will not take off, or it will take ages basically, so remember to do that. And turning's fine, there's no like flickering or anything on the ailerons or trim at the back. So inside the cockpit, just looking at this view already, I just think it's probably one of the most detailed cockpits I've ever seen. And again, with the authenticity, it does look very worn, which I definitely like, because you don't see it a lot with the aircraft in FSX. They're usually all brand new. So you can just see even here, there's quite a few things that I don't even know how to name them really, because it's just everyday things that you just don't even notice, like bits of dirt and worn areas, blacked out bits, and same for the overhead. Like I can see some scratches and cracks, just minor ones obviously, because I think if they're major that it would be replaced. But yeah, so that's good and everything. And then we just come to the back here, which I think is an area that's really cool, how they've put a lot of detail into this. But one thing I would comment with this, I'm not expecting this part to be 3D really. Most aircraft don't really have the back areas as 3D, but I just think they could have made it clearer. Like I said in the last episode, where the A319, I think it was, had a back panel, like the bit on the right, and fair enough that it isn't 3D, but I just think it should be clearer, at least readable. It just looks a little bit blurry, I think. But again, really good detail and authenticity all around the inside of this of the cockpit, and it's actually quite a big cockpit, as you can see, because it's designed to have a navigator or engineer in as well. So then coming in for landing, you can see there the flaps going down. As I was saying, it's really fast. You'll see them again coming up after landing, but they do come down fast. Then the gears coming down again, smooth. And one thing I like about this is how it's not symmetrical. Like some areas are slower than others, some gears come down faster than others, that sort of thing. Which I keep saying this adds authenticity, but that's all part of it really. That makes it look good. And I know I landed quite late on this runway, so sorry about that. I just thought it's better to get the best landing possible rather than a slightly worse landing and land on the touchdown zone. So that's the landing there. It is pretty easy to land actually. It was a lot easier than I thought. I thought it would be a lot harder with such sort of a heavy aircraft, but it was actually pretty easy. So yeah, that is that there. So you just see the flaps coming in here. There it is. Flaps coming in, spoilers going down there, which is all good. So that's it for episode 10. No more episodes after this. Thank you for watching. Relaunch episode out in a couple of weeks. New channel coming out soon. Please follow me on Twitter. Thank you for watching.